First of all, Kostas Sloukas.
Yeah.
Okay.
MVP. 24 points. I remember my words before the final. I've said, I did the research actually for the podcast for the Final Four, but I didn't mention these stats. His scoring average for the Final Four was 8 points. I mean, he's the record holder in these Final Four appearances, 10, 11, or 12. It doesn't matter. But he never had a game, a Final Four game. Kostas Sloukas owned this Final Four. It never happened before. This Final Four comes. He had a difficult semifinal game. This final comes. The guy who just changed the side of the rivals, left the team, Olympiacos, last offseason, made this really difficult decision.
After losing the final against Real Madrid.
After missing the last shot.
Yeah.
1 year later, after all these changes, after all these doubts, we were questioning.
After being written off by some, and also because of his age, and also being criticized because of, well, not him specifically, but the team being criticized for signing such a old player.
He was criticized as well by the fans. For switching sides and for the arguments that he had by switching sides. Some of his former teammates also were questioning this move a lot. We were questioning the value of this contract. It felt it was huge. And the guy is coming, scoring 24 points, taking this Final Four MVP title, hitting this important three. Panathinaikos was up by 2 when Sergio Yui made this very important three-pointer, and it was close to change the momentum of the game. Kostas Sloukas comes, hits a very long-range shot,
and contested. It was a difficult shot,
and
it was probably not just 1 meter away from the three-pointer, but maybe 2 meters away from there, with a hand in his face.
Couple possessions away, he hits another three-pointer and he basically kills Real Madrid and wins the title for his team. I mean, just to rephrase him, can you imagine? Can you see a better story than that? It's really hard. I'm putting it in a same shelf. None better.
None better.
I'm putting it in the same shelf as Vasilis Spanoulis' move. And this is the historical legacy that Kostas Sloukas will leave with this Final Four performance and with this championship move.
Just to add to your point about that shot that you just talked about, the momentum was in Panathinaikos' hands. Just Mateo goes to zone defense. That actually helped them win the title last year against Olympiacos. So Sloukas actually saw this zone last year already. They cut the lead. It seems like the inertia of the match is going back to Real Madrid. And it is the third possession with no movement absolutely. Like, Pau seemed like Ergin Ataman doesn't really have an answer for that zone defense. But sometimes when you don't need a set play or a fancy, beautiful design play when you have Kostas Sloukas. The third possession is stuck. He has the ball in his hands. He sees Campazzo, smaller guy next to him, just rises up, shoots, makes the shot, and it was like, okay, this is the dagger. When you are like trying to get back in the game, and this is a shot basically against the logic because it was not a great possession. But Sloukas just, has that. I don't know, people around me, the Pau fans were saying just, cojones. And I don't know, I'm super happy for Kostas Sloukas because last summer, I was one of the few people that actually defended this move. I said that he's worth the $3 million. I said that this is the move that is going to bring Pau back to the Final Four. Even I did not expect them to win immediately, but I just see this guy as a winner, big-time clutch performer, and it feels good to me that he actually wanted to do something different, wanting to do something unpopular by going to the biggest rival, by not being happy with his position, and that's a normal thing. You're not happy, you go to somewhere else, and you do great things there. That's what he did, and I'm super happy for him.